Shame is one of those emotions that can feel heavy and hard to shake off. But the first step to releasing it is recognizing it for what it really is. Shame is different from guilt. Guilt is when you feel bad about something you did, whereas shame is when you feel bad about who you are, like you're inherently flawed or unworthy. It's a feeling that tells you there's something wrong with you at your core. And that's the sneaky part. Shame tends to hide in the background and affect the way you see yourself, often without you even realizing it. Here is how you can recognize shame. It's that voice in your head telling you that you are not enough. It might sound like you're a failure, you don't deserve happiness, or you'll never be good enough. That internal narrative is usually the result of old beliefs you've picked up from childhood, past traumas, or experiences where you felt rejected or criticized. It keeps you small and hidden. Shame makes you want to shrink back, hide, or avoid being seen. It might cause you to withdraw from others, isolate yourself, or even anxious in situations where you feel exposed. When you are ashamed, you don't want to share your true self or your struggles because you feel like you'll be judged or rejected. It shows up as perfectionism or people pleasing. Sometimes shame leads to overcompensating by trying to be perfect or trying to gain others' approval. You might feel like you have to be flawless in order to be loved or accepted. But this just builds more shame because it keeps you disconnected from your true self. Now, once you recognize shame, the next step is to release it. Here is how you can start. Understand that shame is not the truth about you. Shame tells you you are broken or unworthy, but that's not the reality. Every person has flaws, mistakes, and has struggles. It's part of being human. You are not your mistakes or your past. The moment you begin to see shame as a lie, something that was placed on you, not something you are, the power it has over you starts to fade. Talk about it. Shame thrives in secrecy. When you keep it hidden, it grows stronger. Talking to someone you trust, whether a close friend, a therapist, or a support group, helps you take the power away from it. Sharing your feelings and experiences can create a sense of relief. You'll also recognize that you're not alone and that others have similar struggles. Practice self compassion. One of the most effective ways to release shame is to be kind to yourself. When you make mistakes or fall short of your expectations, don't beat yourself up. Instead, talk to yourself as you would a friend. Would you call a friend worthless for making a mistake? Of course not. You'll remind them that everyone makes mistakes and they are still valuable. Do the same for yourself. Reframe the story you're telling yourself. If shame has taken hold because of something that happened in the past, start changing how you see the situation instead of thinking, I'm unworthy because of what I did or went through. Try thinking, I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy of love and respect despite what I've done or what's happened to me. Every experience is an opportunity to learn and grow. You don't have to carry shame for things that no longer serve you. Release the need for perfection. Perfectionism often masks shame because it's a way of trying to avoid being judged or rejected. But perfection doesn't exist. And when you let go of trying to be perfect, you also release the shame that keeps you stuck. Embrace being imperfect because that's where real connection and growth happen. Forgive yourself. If you're holding on to shame for something you've done, self forgiveness is crucial. Understand that making mistakes is part of being human. The more you can let go of the shame associated with your actions, the more you allow yourself to heal and move forward. Remember, releasing shame isn't about forgetting what happened or pretending it didn't affect you. It's about separating yourself from the negative beliefs that shame tries to implant in your mind. It's about owning your story, all parts of it, and realizing that you are worthy just as you are. The process of releasing shame takes time. So be patient with yourself. With awareness, self compassion, and support, you can let go of the weight shame has put on you. It doesn't define you, you do.